Questions we received on transportation. Mainly, what do you see is the most pressing of our transportation needs and how will you fund that? And very specifically, do you think a comprehensive transportation plan for Columbia Pike is the most important?
It's a great question.
It's a great question. Great times. It's a great question because I think what Arlington is one of the many things that Arlington has been a leader of over the last 30 years is dealing with moving a lot of people efficiently with focus on sustainability and clean energy. And we had the forethought of investing in Metro. We've had a lot of initiatives through the county, and as a member of the Transportation Commission, while I do support obviously the comprehensive transportation plan, and I do think that Columbia Pike is a vital part of that. In the same way, all of our major corridors are a vital part of that. I don't support the expansion of 66, but I do support continuing to look at multimodal transportation throughout the county. And so I hope that answers your question, but I think you cannot exclude any part of the county and not think that all parts of them are vital if we're going to continue to grow economically and population-wise. Thanks.
Yes, I think the Columbia Pike Transit Corridor is probably the most important transit corridor right now for our attention. It is the busiest, and it is all surface, and we need to improve it. And we can do that by utilizing smart technology on our bus systems. We should actually take over the management of the selected lines along Columbia Pike and put them under the control of Arlington Transit. We can save a lot of money doing this, and more importantly, we can control the electronic information that we can provide to all of the residents along the Pike so they can have real-time information, they can have capacity information, and they can perhaps even purchase their fares online. I think it would be great. We can have the Uber experience, if you will, with a bus. Time has come, and we should be doing that.
So to answer directly, yes, I think Columbia Pike should be our priority. I'm a Columbia Pike resident, and moving forward on what's next for the Pike is one of the reasons that I'm running. I think we have a lot of good plans with the Pike multimodal project that's already underway. I think we have other plans in our Plan B that we had to submit to the federal government for streetcar funding, including off-vehicle fare collection, multi-door boarding and alighting, that taken together can get buses moving more efficiently and move people down the Pike. Because I believe transportation in Arlington has always been about moving people instead of vehicles. And that's the vision I want for the Pike, and that's something I will champion on the county board. At the same time, prioritizing Columbia Pike doesn't mean that we lose sight of our other neighborhoods. I'm looking forward to working closely with the Lee Highway Alliance, which is engaging now in a community charrette process to envision the multiple modalities and safety priorities they want for their neighborhoods. And I'm looking forward to learning from them. I think it's important to recognize that we have a diversity of neighborhoods in Arlington. The car-free diet isn't for everyone, and we need to hear from different neighbors about their priorities as we also focus on the Pike.
Well,
one of the things I had the pleasure of working on for 5 years as a planning commissioner was being part of what was called the Master Transportation Plan Plenary Group. There was, my goodness, at least 25 of us, led by Peter Owen, who met, and we met regularly. And one of the things about Arlington is that we do have these comprehensive plans to deal with, in this case, transportation, and there's different modes for it, including transit, pedestrian, bicycles. And so, the point being that transportation and transit can't be looked at solely in a corridor-specific way, okay? It really has to be integrated within the region and integrated within the county, north and south, as well as east and west. One of the concerns that I did have, albeit as a streetcar supporter, was that I did think that the streetcar proposal sort of really focused just on one transit line, all right? And I thought that that was not appropriate. But I think what's important to keep in mind here is that the county board still has a responsibility to lead. People on the Pike have been waiting more than 10 years for a better ride on transit, and they're not going away. And in fact, the entitlements are already in place for a lot more people to come. So we need to hurry up and take care of that.
That was
an 8-year resident of Columbia Forest down off the Pike and a daily rider of the 16Y bus across Columbia Pike and through Arlington, I can tell you that the streetcar conversation unfortunately did suck up a lot of the air for what really is needed to achieve transit-oriented good development without gentrification on the Pike. It's not just the east-west experience and capacity issues, because quite frankly, we can solve those in other ways. I was just in Seattle. They have enclosed double-decker buses, double the capacity, bam, it's possible. I'm not saying that's what we do, but there are options. But what's really critical, if you're going to get development to take hold on Columbia Pike, it's not just to improve the incomes and the livelihoods of people who live on the Pike, it's to connect South Arlington with North Arlington with efficient, effective transit so that businesses can benefit from incomes of people all across this county. It's really not that complicated. We got stuck with a very narrow focus, and now that it is over, hopefully we can expand our thinking and really think about what can achieve the goals that I think we all share for the future of Columbia Pike and Arlington.
This is an issue that I thought a lot about, and so that's why I've offered or proposed an Arlington Circular. Not just connecting Columbia Pike with Crystal City, Shirlington, and Village Crossroads, because our economy is interconnected. I also want to invest in small business because this will increase pedestrian traffic on Columbia Pike. We have a Career Center project scheduled for the 2018 bond of $166 million. 153 of that is just for the Career Center. We can do better. This is an opportunity to consider how we connect and make the Career Center a community asset, combining with our seniors programs and recreational facilities. Even consider putting a pool on, at the Career Center site. This will increase the pedestrian traffic to our small businesses on Columbia Pike, connect our workforce to Crystal City. It's interconnected. We cannot build or think in a silo.